My name is Daryl Stoltzfus, and I have been working with Christ in Action for over 15 years. I live in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and we had the tropical storm come through.
Our trailer was underwater, and we are slowly losing our home. Yeah. And when we walked out, it was about waist high.
So there were a lot of needs, and it's very difficult because people just look at the street and everybody's going by and life looks normal, but for them it was just turned upside down and some of them just lost everything. There's a couple of them that there's no reason to go into these trailers because they're condemned and they're not livable. But most of them, when they came back on Friday, they were excited because their mobile home was still here and even the inside floors were not wet. But then they found out that some of them were starting to get spongy, and here with mobile homes, the insulation is outside underneath. They're not realizing that they're waterlogged.
And I don't think we realized how much we lost until maybe the next day is when it started sinking in.
And so now reality is setting in and mold is starting to set in. And so what we're doing right now is taking the insulation and pulling all the insulation out of underneath these mobile homes, hopefully catching it before the mold is set in, letting them air out, hopefully, and most of them put the insulation back in where they can keep the homes that they have. Other ones will not be able to because even the floors are starting to get moldy at this point. The volunteer base has been overwhelming. We made an announcement at church last week, and people are just going where they need to go.
And then there's people like you guys that we don't know that have no reason to come in and help, but you do anyway.
One couple really needed help with insulation and also some items in a storage barn. Tried to communicate with them and realized that both of them are deaf. So it was a little bit of a challenge, and we write things down and try to communicate back and forth in that way. They were just blessed. I mean, they didn't really know how to communicate. They felt overwhelmed with everything that was going on, and we were at least able to write down and be able to do some of that and help them out, and they were very thankful that somebody took the time to do that.